Alabama's WVUA News at 6 with your award-winning news team, Lynn Brooks, Philip Coleman, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
The Alabama Crimson Tide is one win away from playing for another BCS National Championship.
The Tide will face the Georgia Bulldogs this weekend in the SEC Championship. More now in tonight's top story. In order to reach this point, the Crimson Tide had to beat its biggest rival, the Auburn Tigers, and the Tide did just that, rolling over the Tigers 49-0 in their annual Iron Bowl matchup. Alabama head coach Nick Saban says the Tide will face a balanced team in the Georgia Bulldogs.
Sort of opportunity, I think, for our players. The SEC Championship game is, a great competitive venue. Obviously, two really good teams. Georgia has an outstanding team. They have great balance. They, score a lot of points on offense, have a really good quarterback, have a good running game, a couple really good skill guys outside.
And the Tide will face the Georgia Bulldogs this Saturday at 3 p.m. CBS will carry the game. WVUA's Gary Harris will have much more on this in your home team sports tonight.
If you're planning on going to Atlanta to cheer on the Tide, you may be wondering if tickets are still available. And what about ways to get there? WVUA's Jennifer Edwards has some answers to your questions.
After both Alabama and Georgia demolished their biggest in-state rivals on Saturday, Candace Cardin with T-Town Tickets says the phones have been ringing off the hook with fans looking for SEC championship tickets.
People are excited, especially since the SEC means something now, and we've clinched it. We were always kind of going, but nobody was really excited until everything kind of fell our way a couple weekends ago, and now people are excited and definitely starting to call this morning for tickets.
Monday afternoon, the cheapest ticket on StubHub.com was $350, and the most expensive was more than $1,000. Cardin says demand is high, but it's nothing out of the ordinary for the SEC Championship.
I recommend buying in advance so you're not buying on the street from somebody you don't know. But definitely tickets are out there, and it's pretty easy to get tickets right now.
Let's say you have your ticket, but you're looking for a way to the game. Tuscaloosa Charter Service may have your answer.
We're going to be leaving out from the University Mall at 9 o'clock on Saturday. I think the game starts around 3 or so we'll get there in plenty of time. It's $40 round trip. You can bring a small personal cooler if you like, and just sit back and leave the driving to us.
Monroe says this is the company's way of showing its support for the Tide.
By showing up in mass numbers and helping them to see that although it's the SEC Championship game and we're playing Georgia in Atlanta, we want to make it seem like it's an Alabama home game.
Monroe says they'll take as many buses as they need. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
Monroe says they'll take seat reservations until Friday. At least one bus will pick up fans in Birmingham. For more information or to book your seat, you can call 205-556-7555. And for ticket information, you can call T-Town Tickets 205-345-2500. It's a big night in Tuscaloosa. Just moments ago, the Holiday on the River officially opened.
And WVUA's Travis Leader is live in Tuscaloosa at the Rink with more. Travis.
Thanks, Philip. I'm here live at the opening ceremony of Holidays on the River, right off of Jack Warner Parkway near downtown Tuscaloosa. There's a lot of ice skating going on here. They just changed out the skaters from the last hour and bringing in some new ones here in just a few minutes. And you can still come by if you would like to do some ice skating. It's $10 for kids and $12 for adults. Now, if you don't have any ice skates, don't worry. They will provide those for you if you just want to stop on by and sign up. Now, I talked to a few people who said this is the first time they've ever gone ice skating out here on this rink. Now, what if it's your first time ever ice skating? How do you make sure you stay up on your feet? WVUA reporter Mary Beth Harrison has that story.
With excitement in the air, the last thing you want to be is in the air as well.
Unfortunately, if you're not used to skating, you're not going to be used to knowing how to fall. As far as beginners falling, it just happens, and you got to kind of hope for the best.
To keep the rink safe this holiday season, TCB Security has a few tips that apply to all levels of skating.
Just follow the rink rules. They are here for your safety. Make sure you don't have objects in your pockets such as chapstick or keys or pocket knives. Please don't have electronics out on the ice. When you lace your skates, you want to have a nice tight fit and lace them all the way to the top. Be aware of other skaters while you're on the ice. Don't just know what's in front of you, know what's in front of you to your sides and behind you. Parents, when you bring your kids out, and very small children, definitely you do not want to pick them up and skate with them. And then finally, if you do get injured out here on the ice, we ask that you don't try to crawl to the side or get up. If you feel you're injured, stay where you are, call for help.
When you step onto the ice for the first time, Colson says the most important thing to remember is to take it easy.
This thing's out here all winter. You can come back every day. The only day we're not open is Christmas Day. So you have up until at least January 6th to get your legs under you. Take it slow.
His final piece of advice, always remember, there is nothing wrong with holding on to the rails.
I made it to the other side.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Mary Beth Harrison, WVUA News.
Good start. And remember, general skate admission is $10 for ages 12 and under and $12 for adults. All ice sessions are for 60 minutes with a 30-minute break in between each session, and all tickets include skate rentals. Christmas is less than a month away, and Tuscaloosa has many events leading up to the jolly holiday.
Yeah, one of the highlights of the Christmas season in the Druid City is the West Alabama Christmas Parade. And this year, for the very first time, your home team is bringing you the entire parade live. The marching bands, the beautiful floats, and of course, Santa Claus himself will ride through downtown Tuscaloosa. All this fun is set for next Monday, 6:30 p.m. And your home team will have special coverage of the Christmas tree lighting ceremony and the parade. All you have to do is snuggle up in front of your TV with your friends and enjoy the show. Do not miss the 37th annual West Alabama Christmas Parade. That's Monday, a week from today, December 3rd, 6:30 p.m. right here on WVUA TV. Still ahead, it's the biggest online shopping day of the year, but before you click that mouse, find out how to protect yourself.
And coming up in Home Team Weather Watch, a few light rain showers move in for the west. How long will the rain stick around? How much rain can you expect? Plus, look at the weekend forecast. Weather straight ahead. Stick around.
And the Crimson Tide has kicked off preparations for their SEC Championship showdown against the Georgia Bulldogs. Gary Harris will have a report in Alabama's Home Team Sports.